of the most important people in the development of South Dakota. He ran for mayor of Sioux City, and he also helped carry a mortally wounded President Lincoln to aid when Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater.
But I'll bet you've never heard of John Blair Smith Todd, better known as JBS Todd. He is the focus of today's hometown history.
West Point graduate John Blair Smith Todd was no stranger to military action. He fought against Florida's Seminole tribe in the Mexican-American War, even the Civil War, before ending up at Fort Randall Military Base on the Missouri River.
And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make way more money being a fur trader and land speculator than I'm going to be hanging out here as a military personnel at Fort Randall.
Crystal Mensch of the Meade Museum in Yankton says fur trading helped Todd not only establish contacts with many Native Americans and settlers in the tri-state area, it also helped line his pocket.
He's a business guy through and through.
Todd's influence spread far and wide. He became a lawyer and even a founder of Yankton. He even ran to be Sioux City's mayor in 1857, but didn't win. Todd's good relationship with Native Americans helped convince their chiefs to go to Washington and sign a treaty in 1858 that ceded most of eastern South Dakota to the U.S. government.
There were several people involved, but Todd was definitely the instigator behind majority of it.
When Dakota Territory was formed in 1861, Todd hoped his first cousin, Mary Todd Lincoln, would help his chances of having husband President Abraham Lincoln appoint him as the first governor.
Not only did he want to have the first available land, he wanted to be the governor so that he could determine the laws of that land.
But Lincoln chose William Jayne, his former hometown doctor from Springfield, Illinois, and a staunch opponent of slavery. Todd would eventually serve as a territorial delegate to Congress, and he often stayed at the White House with the Lincolns.
Maybe they were on the outs, but they were still friends.
On the night of April 14th of 1865, he accompanied the Lincolns to Ford's Theater.
He was in the adjoining booth when President Lincoln was shot and helped carry the wounded president to aid.
Todd would sit with Mary Lincoln for hours, and he accompanied the president's body back to Springfield for burial.
Here at the Meade Museum, we actually have the cane that was given to JBS Todd a month before the assassination of Lincoln, and so it was this cane here that was with JBS Todd at Ford's Theater the night that his friend was assassinated. And then this was the funeral songbook that was created after the funeral march, and it was given to JBS Todd's daughter.
Now, besides running for the mayor of Sioux City, which he did not win, Todd also helped found a congregational church here. In his later years, he returned to Yankton and Dakota Territory. He died in 1872 at the age of 57 and is buried in a cemetery at Yankton.